Okay, hello, uranium friends. So let's look at UEC because they've had a bit of news today with uranium royalty, and we'll take a look at that chart as well. But despite what everybody keeps saying about this company and this CEO Amir and all that stuff, well, guess what? It's literally one of the strongest charts in the space at the moment. So, and it's about like 14% away from this local high up here. So much like the rest of the space, though, a pretty clear head and shoulders formation in play here. But still, and you could look at something like Next Gen. They've had their head and shoulders, and they've taken it on the chin. You didn't. So if we start to compare these big board names, well, guess what? Energy Fuels confirmed its daily downtrend with no follow through at the moment because it did breach this low from October 4th. Next Gen, I think, probably did the same thing. Yeah, so Next Gen, same deal, right? Confirmed daily downtrend. Surprisingly enough, look at UR Energy, a little bit stronger also, but we're not talking about that at the moment. We are talking about UEC, far away from its October 4th low here, so there's still plenty of room. So all that we have here is the potential of a daily head and shoulders. We've seen some of them play out in other names on the big boards, but regardless of all that, still one of the strongest names in the sector. So they've had some news today with UROY. They're going to be UROY did a bought deal. I think it was 290. Let me just see something here. 294, and UEC is a participant in that with almost 2 million shares, right? 1.93 million shares on that. So, uh, some people complain about this with uranium royalty. Listen, they're a royalty company, so they're getting streaming revenues. When they get a chance to buy physical, you know, they they see it as physical still continuing an up move, so it could be a good move. We don't know that, right? I don't know that. Maybe someone else smarter than me fundamentally does. Regardless of that, the chart here is pretty clear, right? Again, moving averages starting to reject. Head and Shoulders still one of the strongest names in the space. So we've got to give it that. The key level is 462 at the moment, and that is an October 4th low. Um, that is what other names have already lost this level. Some are doing better than others. Regardless of that, we're talking about UEC here. If anybody followed me, I did take a trade here, and I did get wicked out. I mean, this thing stopped me out and went on to move up. It would have been a good trade, but when I take trades up in these extended conditions, I'm going to leave a tight stop and I'm going to honor it, and I'll just live to fight another day. So that's the deal there. So we're watching this head and shoulders, still one of the strongest names in the space. Let's take a look at uranium royalty. Quite a different chart, right? So this thing is confirming its downtrend, still getting pushed down. The news wicked this out downward. So, you could still see some down move here, right? This chart is saying, all right, still it's a possibility that it still goes down. Um, the level still, though, is 258, and there's a lot of action in this area. Okay, so you know, it's still a 38% retracement of the biggest move of this thing. So that's the deal. There was some volume here today. I guess people don't like these bought deals, and I don't necessarily blame them. Um, did we see any? Yeah, so there's no warrants. That's a good deal. Looks like at the moment. We'll see when it gets finalized. They're just oh, it's closed. So yeah, there's no warrants here. So not horrible, not great, but it is what it is. These guys, it's a royalty company, so it's a little bit different. But UEC buying into them, whatever. That's kind of how business is done in this sector with royalty companies. So Time will tell if that was the right move or not as far as UEC is concerned. The UROY chart is not great, and UEC chart is much better if you ask me. Key level 462. So, we'll keep an eye on the ETFs and see how they play out. URNJ, UEC is one of the largest holdings there, right? So, pretty large holding in URNJ. I think there's a pretty large holding in URNM, and they're in URA. So, regardless of our thoughts about the fundamentals and the CEOs and all that other good stuff, if money starts flowing bigly into these ETFs, UEC will benefit. Over and out.